I'm going to make some chapstick, or lip lube as I call it. So I have purchased a tray that holds all of the little containers for lip balm. And I purchased this on Amazon, and the reason that I purchased this particular brand is because it's made in the USA, they're BPA free, and it's just, to me, I'm gonna make an organic lip balm, so to me it just makes sense to go with American made. And so the first step is to put all of these little containers in this little tray, and then once we've done that, we flip it upside down, and that will give us the place to put all of the various ingredients that I'll be collecting and melting next. It's really easy to do. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But anyway, that's the first step. I have measured out all my ingredients, all of it organic, and there's really only, well, there's 5, but 4 that you melt down. And the 4 that you melt down are 85 milliliters of beeswax, 41 of shea butter, 41 of cocoa or cacao, or however you want to pronounce it, butter, and 55 milliliters of either grapeseed oil or sweet almond oil. I've used organic grapeseed oil in this one. At the end, when things have cooled off a hair, you can add 5 to 10 milliliters of organic essential oil, peppermint essential, or you can use vanilla. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to go here. I always like the peppermint. Anyway, it's really important to have a good scale. And I get the kind that I convert everything from ounces to milliliters because it's more exacting. So that's what I do. And all I do to do that is just, ask my phone or like Alexa or something like that. But I also melt everything in a glass container because I made the mistake of doing it once in metal, and it's really hard to get wax off. So wax comes right off of glass, no problemo. So anyway, the next step is melting it over a double boiler. I have a pan of water going, and it won't take long, and then I'll show you the next step. Alrighty, now I have about a teaspoon is roughly 5 milliliters of essential oil. Well, 5 milliliters of anything. But anyway, I measured it out because I'm not sure how I would have done the measuring and holding the camera at the same time. But anyway, I've done that. Everything's melted, and now I'm going to pour it in and mix it up. Right now, the smell is this wonderful aroma of cocoa. But I'm gonna I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna keep the pan, the double boiler pan, going because sometimes it congeals pretty quickly. So I'm gonna take a taste, not a taste. If it's too much or too little or whatever of the peppermint, it probably won't be too much. That's about right. Can taste it, but it's not overpowering. So I'm gonna stay with that. And now that my lips are all waxy, I'm going to pour them. Put this right here. I'm gonna pour them in my little, if I can get this off. Okay, now I'm gonna pour it in each one of these little cells. I'll use my scraper. You can see I've wasted a lot of it here.
And so I'll scrape all that off, melt it all down, and be able to fill up the rest of those spots. But I'm not very good at this. I'm sort of messy, as you can tell. But it's also something anybody can do. So I'll be back. This recipe makes exactly the amount to fill up 50.15 ounce tubes, or 4.44 milliliters of lip lube, as I call it. So I'll let it go probably about 24 hours, and then I'll pull them out, and then I have made labels because you can't just, you gotta have like something fancy schmancy on there to make it look like you know what you're doing. Anyway, that's the next step. Voila! Here is the finished product of the lip lube. I've got all these labels. I tried finding labels. I need 1 3/4 inch wide by 2 inches long labels, but they only make them 1.5 inch, so they look kind of funky, but that's all I could come up with. So I came up with this special edition label because my mom turned 95, and so I made one with her picture on it, and then we had a birthday party for her, and we handed these out as favors. It's kind of a fun little thing. Everybody liked them. Actually, I had to make up more. So this is what this little grouping is right here. Anyway, if I can make it, so can you.